covering the Villages for you. Here's Jill Winters and the VNN Lifestyle News Team.
An entertainment venue marks its 8th anniversary. Plus, a husband-wife acting duo aims to make its audience laugh. Business continues to trend up at family-owned companies right here in the Villages. Restaurants that are home to parents and children working together have also created a welcoming and family-oriented space for their guests. City Fire owners Mike and Gina Buell offer a family feel to its staff and customers. Gina says they hold their people to standards, and their goal is to give those who work for them and their families an increasing quality of life and secure future, because that is what their company is all about. Mike and Gina enjoy working together and feel that as a family-owned business, they have been able to build a culture of trust for everyone. It's also a family affair for Jessica and Matt Hepner with their Standard Coffee Lounge and Christian Library that has 2 locations, Spanish Plains Plaza and the Center for Advanced Healthcare at Brownwood. When they first opened, the husband and wife worked together, and now they also work with their kids, 17-year-old Bella and 15-year-old Aiden. Matt says they always have a good time, and it seems people are happier too when they see them together. Matt feels they have become like a family with their customers and says working together makes his family stronger. Several of the staff at I Jalisco in Spanish Springs are related. A husband and wife work in the kitchen together while a hostess works alongside her husband and son. Yuritsa Garcia co-owns the restaurant along with her mother Carmen Hitron and her aunt. Yuritsa even brings along her son Arlie to work. They make sure staff feel like family by being flexible with them and allowing their kids to come to work if needed. Carmen says they also get to know their regular customers. In 2022, restaurants in Sumter County made just over $293 million in gross sales, according to the Florida Department of Revenue. That was an increase from 2021, when restaurants made just over $240 million in gross sales. Look at the front page of Wednesday's Daily Sun for even more on the Villages being home to family-run businesses. Every year prior to Memorial Day, small American flags are placed at the grave sites of military heroes. You can be part of Flags for Fallen Vets on Sunday, May 28th at Florida National Cemetery in Bushnell. Volunteers are needed to place a flag and say the names, rank, and military service out loud of each soldier and then thank them for their service. For $12, you can ride a bus leaving from either the American Legion Post 347 parking lot on Rolling Acres Road in Lady Lake or from Lowe's on County Road 466A in the Villages to Florida National Cemetery at 7 a.m. May 28th. The estimated return time will be 11:30 a.m. This event will happen rain or shine. To participate, you can contact Marguerite Desbro at 352-633-0882. After this short break, we're going to turn back the clock, so stay with us.
Mellow Road CBD puts innovation first, giving you the newest line of CBD products in the market. From CBD-infused coffee to gummies, lotions, and oils, MellowRoadCBD.com solutions are designed to help muscle and joint pain, sleeplessness, and even aging and dry skin. Visit MellowRoadCBD.com today to learn more about the various ways they can help you live a balance of physical and mental wellness. MellowRoadCBD.com. Order now and receive 20% off with coupon code VILLAGES exclusively for residents of the Villages.
April 30th, 2015 was a historic day right here in the Villages as the Sharon L. Morse Performing Arts Center shined during its grand opening gala. Let's go back in time. Excitement was in the air with the opening of the new facility. There was a sold-out performance featuring Tony Award winner Patti LuPone, and patrons were dressed in their finest tuxedos and gowns for a fancy evening.
Everything looks absolutely amazing. It's been a long time waiting for this to open, and it's been much anticipated by a great deal of us. You know, many of us villagers who are from especially bigger cities, and we kind of miss that elegance once in a while, and this is going to provide that.
I have been here almost 11 years. This is the most special event of all those years. I was not going to miss it for anything.
I absolutely love the atmosphere. I love the quality of the music. I love the quality of the sound system.
Prior to the start of the show, Hector Garrido and his sextet performed in the lobby, while attendees took time to sip champagne, socialize, and take a closer look around at the beautiful conversion from Church on the Square to the Sharon. And everyone was beyond impressed.
The Villages is doing New York time, London time, Paris time. It's so exciting that here in the Villages we have something that is so exciting, so innovative, and so new. I love it.
We're both used to big theaters, Chicago, New York, Kansas City, and we needed a venue like this, so this is great.
It's just so different than it was. We didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, we were at the theater last week, and I just love it. It is a real theater. I mean, it's beautiful, good seats, good acoustics.
We are so excited to be here celebrating the grand opening of such a wonderful facility. As a local business owner of Christine's in Brownwood, I'm always loving to support every new venture that's opening here in the Villages, and I'm really excited for everyone up here.
Well, we've heard so much about the conversion for the Performing Arts Center that this is truly a joy to be able to see it come to fruition.
Since it opened, the Sharon has hosted musicals, tributes, dancers, concerts, and such big-name artists as Loretta Lynn, the Beach Boys, David Foster, Jay Leno, and Bernadette Peters. The Sharon Artistic Director Whitney Moore says time has just flown by, and she hopes they can continue to bring a big variety of shows to the area. The Sharon has 41 full-time employees at the Sharon and Studio Theater working year-round to provide entertainment for the Villages. The Sharon booking manager, Sierra Weiss, says if the past is any indication of the future, she believes with every passing year they will be able to bring in even more spectacular entertainment in every genre, adding that everyone at the Sharon is unspeakably grateful to patrons who have made every show over the past 8 years possible. And they truly hope the next year continues to bring joy, wonder, and great performing arts to the Villages.
Here's your VNN 5-day weather.
From the WVLG Weather Center, this is Christopher James with your VNN 5-day forecast. Temperatures through the weekend in the 80s, overnight lows in the mid-60s, chance of rain every afternoon. Those spotty showers are anywhere from 50 to 60%. Thursday's highs 88, Friday 81, Saturday 85, and then Sunday 82 degrees.
Thanks, Chris. There's no denying that Barbara and Lon Abrams love to perform on stage together. This husband and wife duo can't wait to act out one of their favorite two-person plays on a first-name basis, presented by All About Theater.
You know, when you live alone and have no mouths to feed, no children to put through university, you can live quite well on $97,000 a year.
$97,000 a year?
What's that?
I pay you $97,000 a year?
Yes.
Oh my.
We met 30 years, no, actually it was
32
years ago at an audition. Pretty much, and that was it. We've done theater ever since. We married 29 years ago. The passion we have is theater.
What an actor does is takes a line and tries to deliver it either in the most interesting way or the most informative way or the most comic way. And being that she and I know each other so well, I give her a line and she takes that line and runs with it. She'll give me one, I take it and I run with it. So it's been a lot of fun over the years.
It's very easy for me to work with him. I don't worry about something going wrong. If something goes wrong, he'll fix it on the spot.
So you give yourself a performance review every year?
Yes.
And how do you do on it?
Surprisingly well.
Really?
Actually, I'm amazed at how well, because I'm my own worst critic.
We were given this script by a couple that we know in the Villages who do theater, and the first time we read it, we fell in love with it. It's a comedy, but the huge laughter which comes regularly in the show is interdispersed with moments of and we both get to take the limelight for moments at a time. The characters are so beautifully written and drawn, and the subject matter for the Villages, it couldn't be better. It's about two older people looking for meaningful relationship. And we've been doing it now for over 3 years. It's hard to believe. And we just love the script. Every time through it, we learn a little bit more about the characters. We literally wake up thinking the lines, and before breakfast is even served, we've done half of Act One. We set up our living room every day now with the main set pieces, and we work around it, and we've been just running it constantly since Linda gave us the brilliant idea of doing it again. We just jumped on it, and we can't wait. Again, it's going to be even fuller and richer this time around.
You can watch the Abrams in On a First Name Basis at 7 p.m. Monday and Tuesday at Ezel Recreation. Tickets are available at the website on your screen or for $27 at the door with your Villages or guest ID. Take a look at Wednesday's Daily Sun for even more on this couple's familiarity with the play. Up next, female golfers compete during a tournament. We'll be right back.
You're here to have fun, lots of fun. We're Lake Nutrition Center, your health food store. We offer vitamins, supplements, immune boosters, gluten-free and plant-based options that will support your health. We're here to help you feel better, sleep better, manage your stress of those pickleball tournaments, navigate the traffic circles, and help you with your golf game. We look forward to meeting you and helping you stay healthy and have more fun.
Broadcasting and streaming live from Lake Sumter Landing in a small building with big windows near the water. AM 640, 102.7 and 104.5 FM. Your soundtrack to the Villages. WVLG Wildwood.
Tuesday was opening day for the 2023 Ladies Village Cup. With players wearing different colored shirts representing all 13 championship country clubs here in the Villages, they took to Evans Prairie Country Club. Play began, and then later in the round, after an 85-minute storm delay, everyone was able to finish their matches. Team Bonifay, who is looking for its third title in the past 4 cups, is leading the way with 58 points in the best ball competition, holding a half-point advantage over Belglade. Bonifay won all 6 of its matches, with 11 of last year's 12 players who won the cup back again for more. Belglade won the same number of holes as Bonifay, but only won 5 of their matches while splitting the 6th. Belglade captain Beth Scholler says they tell themselves every half point counts. Village Cup ruling committee member Jean Lestauka says they were very grateful to get the first day matches all in. And for more details on day 1, you can take a look at the sports section in Wednesday's Daily Sun. The National Hockey League playoffs are going on right now, and the Red Sox Nation Club here in the Villages just brought in a Stanley Cup champion. Last week, Sean Thornton, who earned a championship ring while playing with the Boston Bruins in 2011 and the Anaheim Ducks in 2007, spent 14 seasons in the league. Sean felt fortunate to play for the Bruins and to be in the community a lot there, So any chance he can give back a little bit and speak to audiences and let them know and pick his brain on what it was like to be an athlete in Boston and win championships, he is happy to do it. Sean is now the Chief Revenue Officer for the Florida Panthers, who just so happen to be playing the Boston Bruins in the playoffs. We'll be back with more news from Florida's friendliest hometown.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
What's your position, Lunar One? Over.
Repeat that, Mission Control. I don't understand. Over.
What's your position? Over.
I need my hearing aids reprogrammed. Joe here.
We've remotely changed your hearing aid prescription. How do I sound?
Copy that. Loud and clear.
Program your hearing aid from anywhere in the universe with Global Live.
Only at Elite Hearing Centers of America.
This is VNN.
For those of you who enjoy cars, listen up. You'll have two choices for a Friday night car show this week. Over at Brownwood, you can see members of the Village's Tesla Club with their electric cars, while Lake Sumter Landing will have members of the Village's Mustang Club. Both of these car shows are from 5 to 8 p.m. Then on Saturday, a new event will roll into parking spaces in and around Brownwood Paddock Square. The April Car Club Showcase will feature members of several car clubs in this community and beyond, including the Village Vets Corvette Club, the Village's British Motoring Club, the Village's M. Benz Club, the Village's Vintage Car Club, and others. The cars will begin entering the square at 4 p.m. and leave at 9 p.m. Trip 19 will be the main entertainment at the Dog Trot Porch. Expect the traffic in and around Leesburg and likely right here in the Villages to be busy this weekend. Let's check in with Jerry O'Neill in the VNN studio, who has more news about the return of Leesburg Bike Fest.
Get ready to hear the rumble of motorcycle engines during this 3-day motorcycle and music event that begins Friday and runs through Sunday. Leesburg Partnership Executive Director Joni Smalley says they estimate between 100,000 to 150,000 attendees over the weekend. The event will span 10 city blocks. It's located along West Magnolia Street and West Main Street. Joni says Bike Fest is connected to the promotion aspect of not just Leesburg, but Lake County as a whole. She says all of the hotels are full and booked right now in Lake County, even booking out hotels in Wildwood. Lake Express will have buses running to the Villages, Tavares, Eustis, and Mount Dora. For a shuttle map and more details on this popular annual event, visit LeesburgBikeFest.com and take a look at Wednesday's Daily Sun. From the VNN studio, I'm Jerry O'Neill.
It's time now for a brief commercial break. We'll be right back.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible, so call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
If you get a hearing test, you should also have what's called speech and noise testing. Most of our patients will tell you they have trouble understanding people when there's a lot of ambient noise. So if I don't test you in noise, how do I quantify your handicap? How do I pick the right technology to overcome that? So speech and noise is a big part of our test, but guess what? It takes 2 minutes. It's simple, it's effective, it's scientific. We do it. I'm happy to report that. The other thing that's huge is a cognitive health screening. We know that untreated hearing loss damages the brain. It alters structures of the brain. Well, if I put hearing devices on you and I get the signal to the brain, but the brain is changed, right, that impacts how well the treatment works. So when I screen cognition, when we screen cognition, we get this information about 3 different domains of your cognitive health. And then we test you again in 4 months, right? So I treat your hearing loss, you go through your adaptation and your rehab process. You come back in 4 months and I put you back on that device. And guess what? We're seeing improvements in memory and executive function. So not only do we listen to your problem and treat it effectively, we're also really big about outcomes and validating them.
Talented members of the Villages Concert Band hope to take an audience on a musical journey. This 90-member resident band, under the direction of Gene Butler, will celebrate spring during a concert 7 p.m. Thursday at North Lake Presbyterian Church. They will perform music from Les Miserables, Salute to Old Blue Eyes, and even a ragtime piece. Linda Miller, who will be playing the piano during this spring concert, says when they all come together and play it right, it's a very satisfying feeling. Catch Celebrate Spring 7 p.m. Thursday at North Lake Presbyterian Church. Tickets are $15 available for purchase at the door or go online to bandsofthevillages.com. Are you ready for a toe-tapping good time? Members of Village Tappers are inviting Villages residents and their guests with proper ID to its second annual showcase titled Gotta Dance. The show will feature 13 tap dancers along with several guest entertainers performing in between dance numbers. Expect to hear the song from the Mickey Mouse Club, the Chicken Dance, a zombie dance from Michael Jackson's Thriller, and more. This free event is Gotta Dance, 7 p.m. Saturday and Sunday at Lake Mayona Recreation. If you enjoy free musical entertainment, the Villages is the place for you. These are the bands scheduled to play Thursday night. That's all the news we have for you now. Make sure to pick up a copy of Thursday's Daily Sun to read about how Jazz Appreciation Month is being celebrated in this community. Get out there and enjoy the music while embracing the Village's active adult lifestyle.
Thanks for watching your VNN Lifestyle News Show.
You want to enjoy your home, we know. To live well is to eat well. Doc's Restorations knows you want a beautiful kitchen to enjoy your favorite meals with your family. Licensed, bonded, and insured, we can make it happen. Bathroom? We work with trusted brands and American-made materials for a squeaky clean result. Family owned and operated for over 14 years, experienced craftsmen and design consultants. We stand on it. We'll make you look like a million. It's up to you what you tell your neighbors. And much more. So relax. Doc's Restorations will take care of it all for you. One company, one source, one solution.
Rocking, dancing,
Shake your body, baby, do that conga.
relaxing, or romancing. Thank you for listening to Your Village's soundtrack, WVLG.
The best mix of music, the songs you love. Your Village's soundtrack, WVLG.